War is not just knocking at our doors, it's breaking them down. Last week, on August 6, 2024, Ukraine launched a major offensive into Russia's Kursk region, sparking one of the most intense battles since the invasion began. But this isn't just about Ukraine and Russia anymore. Iran is edging dangerously close to launching an attack on Israel. The world is holding its breath. Could this be the prelude to a larger, more catastrophic conflict? Are we staring down the barrel of World War III? The stakes have never been higher. Let's dive deeper into what's happening on the ground. Ukraine's forces have made a daring push into Russia's southwestern Kursk region, a move that's not just bold, it's unprecedented. Kiev's forces are intensifying their counter-offensive, and reports suggest that Ukraine might have gained control over Sudzha, a critical transshipping point for Russian gas to Europe. This isn't just a military game, it's a strategic chokehold on Russia's energy supplies. On the other side, Russia is of late striking Ukraine with ferocity. Recent attacks in the northeastern city of Kharkiv, using aerial bombs for the first time since 2022, have resulted in civilian casualties, showing that the war is far from winding down. How is NATO reacting to this escalation? The alliance remains resolute in its support for Ukraine. However, the recent developments have made Western leaders increasingly cautious. NATO's leadership is walking a tightrope, providing military aid to Ukraine while avoiding direct confrontation with Russia. What's the fear? An uncontained escalation that could drag the entire world into the conflict. But that's not all. In the Middle East, Iran and Israel are on a collision course. Iran has been ramping up its rhetoric and military preparations, with intelligence suggesting that a strike on Israel could be imminent. The assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran on July 31, 2024, has further inflamed the situation. Haniyeh, a prominent figure within Hamas, was killed in an attack that some sources attribute to an Israeli aerial strike, although the specifics are still under investigation. This event has heightened fears of retaliatory strikes by Iranian-backed groups against Israel. Iran has long viewed Israel as its primary adversary in the region, and the assassination of Haniyeh, who was closely aligned with Tehran, could provoke a strong response. The Iranian government has accused Israel and the United States of orchestrating the attack and has vowed to retaliate. This could potentially involve strikes against Israeli targets or broader actions against US interests in the region. The region is a powder keg. One spark could ignite a conflict that would engulf the entire Middle East. The convergence of these geopolitical tensions is pushing the world closer to an abyss. The possibility of a broader, more devastating war isn't just a distant threat, it's becoming an imminent reality. Economic sanctions, diplomatic efforts, and military alliances are all being tested like never before. As we continue to watch these developments unfold, it's crucial to stay informed. But, in the midst of this chaos, is there a glimmer of hope? Will cooler heads prevail, or are we destined for a global conflict that will reshape our world as we know it? The situation is fluid, and what happens next could change everything. For those of you who haven't caught up on the latest in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, make sure to check out our coming videos where we will detail the events leading up to this escalation. Subscribe to stay updated. We'll be diving deeper into the role of NATO and the potential for peace or war in our next episode. The world is watching. Will you be ready?